Okay, I'm gonna implement screen wrapping for my Java Asteroids game. Let's see how it goes. Let's see if I am successful or not. Okay, let's first run it. As you can see, we have a triangle, which is a spaceship. We can move. Look at that. Now we need to give screen wrapping because look at that. It just goes. Okay, let's see. Okay. Your spaceship. Okay, let's see. Okay. So this is the size of the window. That is the size of the window. This does size. Okay. Let's see if X. Nope. Nope. Wait, how do you set the height and width?
Alright, today you should start off by recreating what I have on the screen right here. We've got our ellipse that's 100 by 100, and it's being drawn at coordinates xy. And xy starts at 300, 300, but then y we're subtracting by 3, which should make it go up, and x we're adding 1, which should make it go right. And if we play, there we actually see it moving. Cool. So go ahead and pause if you need to and recreate this.
So the size is the size of the screen, X and Y, or what exactly? What on earth is this?
So that's all well and good, but the problem with this is that when it hits the edge of the screen, it just goes off. So let's make it screen wrap. So in other words, when you hit the top of the screen, you want it to disappear and then reappear at the bottom of the screen like it's wrapped around. So in order to do that, we need to make a test that says something like this. In pseudocode, I'd say if the circle hit the top of the screen, then I want to say something like move it to the bottom of the screen.
Move it to the bottom, yeah. The opposite, basically.
Wow. Move it to the bottom of the screen. Okay, well how's this going to work? Everything we write has to be about the numbers inside variables. So if I want to know if the circles hit the top of the screen, it can't be about the x variable, it should be about the y variable. So I need to rewrite this having something to do with y. Okay, so if it's hit the top of the screen, this is going to be almost right, but not quite. The top of the screen is a coordinate of 0, so you might say y equals 0. It's sort of like a reasonable guess if the y coordinate of the circle is at the top of the screen. Okay, move it to the bottom. How do we do that? Well, we'll just tell the y to change what its value is. We'll say set y equals to 600 is the bottom of the screen. So let's go ahead and try that. Whoa. Okay, let's go ahead and try that.
Okay, let's try it out. I don't think it's gonna work. But there is no harm in trying, I guess. If y equals 0, then y equals 600.
So it does seem to have worked, at least for this particular kind of motion.
Bruh. Okay, clearly it doesn't work. What is a print array system? Let's try and run this. Hopefully it does something at least. It works, it works, it works, it works. Hey, there it is, it's right there. It's right there, it works. Okay, it kind of works, it kind of works. Okay, I think I understand. I think I have an idea. It has to be exactly at that position in Y. That's probably why. Okay. I saw it work. It is on camera. It is on the recording. Let's continue watching.
But there's a couple of things that are a little bit broken about this. Let's change it so it's moving a little bit faster. Let's make it move at a speed of 16 maybe. And then let's run it again. Well, you saw it move a lot faster. You also saw that it just disappeared off the top of the screen and it didn't actually reappear on the bottom. So let's think about what's happening for a minute. It might help to watch it happen more slowly. So up here in setup, you can do this. Frame rate is 2, so this will run at 2 frames a second. And then let's run it again and watch it. So you see that every frame, it doesn't move smoothly. Instead, it's really actually jumping by 16 pixels. And that was the key moment when it should have disappeared and reappeared and nothing happened.
And it should have disappeared and reappeared right there. Okay, let me just test out something myself. So yeah, this is 180. Okay. Let's just change 600 to 180 and experiment. That is strange. Wait, what? Okay, that is weird.
Here's what's going on. If you remember, we're moving the y coordinate by 16 pixels every time. We only do the screen wrap if the y coordinate is exactly equal to 0. So what's happening is we're drawing an ellipse where the y coordinate is a little bit above the top of the, a little bit below the top of the screen. So like maybe at a coordinate of, I don't know, 6 or something. And then in the next frame we subtract 16 from that. So in one frame we draw it here. In the very next frame we draw it up here at negative 16. Notice it jumped over y equals 0. First y was 6, then y was negative 16. And so it missed this if statement because the computer isn't smart enough to figure out that what you want to say is look at all the values in between. It's literally doing exactly what you're telling it to. It's saying, is the y variable right now exactly equal to 0? So the solution to this problem is to say, if the y value is less than or equal to 0, now if it jumps over the top of the screen, the y-coordinate will be less than 0 because it'll be -16, and the if statement will catch it, and it will go ahead and jump it back onto the screen there. So let's give it a try.
Okay.
So I'll say if y is less than or equal to 0, and let's keep the frame rate slow so we can watch it happen. So again, we're watching it step by step, and watch the center. You'll see the center be right here, and then the very next frame it'll move. There we go.
Okay, let's try it out. Hopefully it works. That is strange. Oh, okay. So this is basically just checking for the above thing, for the above border. So if the above border touches the triangle, then that's going to be 0, or if it goes beyond, if the triangle goes beyond that, then that's going to be less than 0, so in the minuses. So in our if statement, that's literally we're checking if y is less than or equal to 0. So it's meeting that condition basically. By then, when we go on the top, it then shows at the bottom right here, like that. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we're making progress. Small W's, small W's. Still a W. Let's go, let's go. Look at this. Now I just need to fix the sides. Look at the sides. If I go through one side, yeah, look at that. I won't be able to go back. Let's see if he shows about that.
Watching it this slowly has maybe made you notice something else that's not quite right. We actually don't want it to screen wrap when the halfway point is off the screen. We kind of like the entire circle to be off the screen before we had it teleport itself to the bottom there. That's something that I'm going to have you guys do in the exercises, and I'll have a particularly tricky thing for you to think about having to do with that. For the moment, let's go ahead and add some more if statements.
I guess we just do the same with the x-axis, and that should fix it, I believe. Okay. It should be pretty much the same, but we just change it to x. And hopefully, if we run it, nope. What is going on? Okay, let me just change up a few things. So this is checking if y is less than or equal to 0. What happened if we change it to more than? Let's see. Bruh. Flip it, there's nothing on here.
That will make it.
That is a strange position. Okay, that is even more strange.
then
Yeah.
0, set it to be 600. Let's do this. Let's say if y is greater than 600, that must mean I'm off the bottom of the screen. So I'll set y to be equal to, let's set it to be equal to greater than 600. That must mean I'm off the bottom of the screen. So I'll set y to be equal to, let's set it to be equal to 1, which is the top of the screen. If it's confusing to you to see this and remember what it all means, you can add comments. You can say, if off the top, move to bottom.
Okay. Let's see. I added the if statements for the y coordinates. If y is less than or equal to 0, then if y is more than 600. And then I also added for the x coordinates, so if x is less than or equal to 0, then x equals 800. This will print out the thing. This will print out this. If x is greater than 800, which is the border size, then x equals 1, which means from the top, I think. System.print x, it'll print out this basically. Now if you run it, boom, it works. Look at that. And from the sides, boom, it works. Look at that, it works. It works. Okay. There we go. Boom. Look at that right there. We have got wrapping on our asteroids game. There we go. We're gonna ignore the lag with the triangle for now. We're just gonna ignore it. That is not the main focus, but look at that. It works. I'm just gonna run it one more time. Yeah, one more time. Look at that. Smooth. So smooth. And then, boom, it appears. Let's go from the side, and boom, it appears over there. Again, there we go. It works. Yay, I am happy now.